Hello, this is Ryan Zachos with Zachos Realty and Design Group. I currently live in Lakewood Ranch. I was born and raised in Sarasota. Obviously, I know this area better than anyone and, be able to be a great resource for all of our buyers and especially our relocation buyers that are moving to the area. I thought it'd be a real cool to give you some insight regarding what I think are the 5 nicest neighborhoods in Lakewood Ranch, spinning that and saying, what are the 5 best, most affordable neighborhoods in Lakewood Ranch? So I'm going to start off with the 5 nicest neighborhoods, work my way down, kind of give you a little bit of insight about each neighborhood, and then go into the top 5 affordable best neighborhoods in Lakewood Ranch. Starting with number 1, nicest neighborhood. I think anyone can agree, whether you're at the Lakewood Ranch Information Center, whether you're talking to someone at a restaurant in Lakewood Ranch, whatever it may be, I think everyone can agree that the Lake Club is by far the most prestigious, nicest neighborhood. Multitude of custom builders that make up the Lake Club. The Lake Club is constantly setting the bar as the highest price point for sales in Lakewood Ranch regarding price point of homes sold within all of Lakewood Ranch. So its amenities are spectacular. There is no golf in the Lake Club, but it feels like a golf and country club. As you come into the entrance, a little bit of vineyards on each side and the kind of the cobblestone pathway, and it really takes you back. It makes you feel like you're entering this luxury but yet historical elegance. Number 2 I have is Lakewood Ranch Golf and Country Club, and then Country Club East, kind of coupled in with that. Lakewood Ranch Golf and Country Club was one of the original neighborhoods, if you want to call it that was developed and built when Lakewood Ranch started. There was a couple communities prior to Golf and Country Club, but Golf and Country Club was the big selling point of Lakewood Ranch back in the late 90s, early 2000s. That was really a big hit when the housing boom took off prior to 2007. Again, a community where there's a multitude of custom builders. Do have some older homes in there because it was, from the early 2000s. But then you have Country Club East. So Country Club East is basically the new country club that is on the east side of Lorraine Road, kind of sits behind, which is north of the Lake Club. It's a beautiful golf and country club as well. Why I lumped them together is really they kind of share in their amenities. If you're a member on either side, you have access to both sides there. There's an aquatic center, restaurants, 3 private courses, public course. It's a full and it's a wonderful gated community on both sides. And it's something to consider if you're looking for that country club lifestyle in Lakewood Ranch. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite neighborhood in all of Lakewood Ranch. And going to number 3, Waterside, I want to touch on. Waterside I'm lumped together, and it's growing now. Lake House Cove is known as the most luxurious side of Waterside currently. They are building some new custom home communities in Waterside. What I love about Waterside is Waterside has its own town center now. It's got wonderful retail, restaurants. There's a lot going on in Waterside. It's sitting on some beautiful lakes that are big lakes, and then being in Lake House Cove, you have the ability to either jump on the ferry, jump on a golf cart, ride a bike. You can have easy access to the Waterside downtown area. Feels like you're kind of in the middle of the town. Unique feature with Waterside is you're on the Sarasota County side. You're not in the Manatee County side. The majority of Lakewood Ranch lives in Manatee County, giving you the best proximity to Sarasota and proximity to all the beaches of Sarasota, Lido, Siesta, Longboat, and then, working your way down south, Casey Key, Nokomis Beach, all that. So wonderful area geographically, great place to consider if are willing to spend a little bit more money to be in a wonderful community. Side note though, this is the only community in my top 5 that doesn't have a gate. It's not gated. All the communities in Waterside are not gated. That's different than the other 4, Lake Club, Country Club, and then my next one is Esplanade and Esplanade Azario, is a Taylor Morrison product. They built a wonderful, it's essentially a golf and country club again. They have a wonderful, beautiful restaurant, culinary center, tons of activities, beautiful resort style pool. And there's an Esplanade, which is fully built out and established, and it's only resale available. Then they built, both communities have 18-hole championship style golf courses, wonderful, beautiful golf courses. Probably my 2 favorite golf courses in all of Lakewood Ranch are in those communities. Beautiful home. Taylor Morrison puts together a good product. The 5th one is Lakewood National. Lakewood National is, again, another golf and country club feel. It's the same kind of resort style living that Esplanade has to offer. Wonderful restaurant, poolside bar, beautiful golf courses. There's 2 golf courses, which the PGA, the Corn Ferry Tour comes through here every single year. So I was just out there the other day playing golf, and it's a spectacular golf course, mix of condos, single family homes, and coach homes. And that's the same for Esplanade and Esplanade Azario. Whether you're looking for something more affordable, you could buy a condo in Lakewood National in the 300s, 400s. Those 5 communities are all going to be resort style living, tons of amenities, beautiful neighborhood, worth considering if you're coming into the area and looking to be in Lakewood Ranch and want to live in a luxurious community that feels like a golf and country club. I'm going to talk about the top 5 affordable neighborhoods in Lakewood Ranch. A little bit tougher because right around 30 neighborhoods in Lakewood Ranch, there's right around 20 that are still being built out. So there's a lot of options. So it's really tough to narrow down the top 5 best affordable communities in Lakewood Ranch. And honestly, this list is evolving. I feel like you can't really put, a 1 and a 5. They're all kind of a lot of different unique attributes to each of these 5 communities, and they rank for kind of in their own way. There is a ton of communities that are comparable in Lakewood Ranch. So the best thing is to find kind of what you would want within a community. Reach out to me. Obviously, if you want golf, there's only X amount of communities that provide golf. If you want resort style pool, there's only X amount of communities that resort style pool. If you want a fitness center, there's only X amount of communities that provide fitness centers. And I'm going to put a list on this video that will show you kind of the different amenities, the HOA, and what's involved in each of the communities. Each one of these communities, except for the last one, will have a community pool and even a fitness center and a lot of stuff going for it. And there's still options under $600,000 to be in Lakewood Ranch. The first one's Windward. Windward's in Sarasota County. It's not in Manatee County. So it's, again, just south of Waterside. And it is right off of Fruitville and Lorraine. So it's a wonderful location. You could take Fruitville straight west to downtown. You're only 10-15 minutes, depending on traffic, to downtown Sarasota. And you're only 10-15 minutes to downtown Lakewood Ranch. So it's in a wonderful geographical location. It's a Neal product. There are villas in there and single-family homes and single-family home options under $600,000. So it's a very affordable neighborhood, beautiful home, and a wonderful geographical location, and probably worth considering if you are moving to the area. The next is Lorraine Lakes. Lorraine Lakes is a Lennar product. So it's going to be a bigger neighborhood than Windward, and it's going to have a little bit more amenities than Windward does. Windward does have pickleball courts, tennis courts, pool, fitness center. There's a lot going in Windward. It's beautiful. Lorraine Lakes will have that, and probably a little bit bigger and better. The pool's going to be spectacular there, and there'll be a lot going on in Lorraine Lakes, and both Windward and Lorraine Lakes are gated communities as well. Number 3, it's a Pulte product. Sapphire Point is another community where there's a lot of communities kind of like Sapphire Point, so it's kind of hard to put Sapphire Point in this list. You could talk about with Sapphire Point, you're right down the road from Sweetwater and Park East and Star Farms, and so there's a lot of options. All those communities do have or will have wonderful amenities like Sapphire Point will have. It's not fully done yet either, but I like Sapphire Point because it is, if you're comparing it against Park East and Star Farms and some of these other communities off of U-Line, it's the furthest south, so it's right on the corner there of State Road 70. So you're getting a little bit further northeast in Lakewood Ranch, and that's where Lakewood Ranch is going, is northeast, because that's where you can build new construction still. You can't go west toward the water; it's all been built out, so you have to go east and north and south. I put number 4, Indigo and Polo Run. Indigo's a Neal product. Polo Run's a Lennar product. They're both so similar communities. I know people probably respect Neal products more than Lennar, but Lennar did a great job in this community. It's gated. The homes are affordable for the size and what you get for them. It's a small little community, nice pool, and the same goes with Indigo. They're so similar. They're both kind of small communities that have a little community pool. Good locations for different reasons. Indigo's a little bit further west, but it's more north. Polo is a little bit more south, but it's more east. For different reasons, worth considering both of them. Something different at you on number 5 here. I'm going to talk about Summerfield. Is the first neighborhood ever developed in Lakewood Ranch. What I love about it is that they're typically a little bit bigger lots. The homes aren't new construction by any means. They're built in the mid to late 90s, all of Summerfield. A lot of them back up to lakes, a lot of them back up to preserve. The builders in Summerfield were a mix of different builders. So you're getting, Arthur Ruttenberg, which we're actually building in Summerfield in the 90s. So even though the homes are smaller, anywhere between 1,300 square feet all the way up to 3,000 square feet. There's not a community pool for Summerfield. There is one little tiny section of Summerfield that does have it's maintenance free, and there is its own little pool, but that's just one little section of Summerfield. But there's a wonderful park. There's tons of trails around it. And what I love about Summerfield is the landscape, because it is so established. The oak trees are large. They're beautiful. The landscaping is beautiful. There's some big lake. Geographical location being it's south of State Road 70, it's west and east of Lake Ranch Boulevard, so it's right off of Lake Ranch Boulevard. It's the most western community in all of Lakewood Ranch, which means that it's closest to the water, it's closest to downtown Sarasota, downtown Bradenton, and it gives you great proximity to whether you want to go to Anna Maria Island or the beaches in Sarasota. I just want to jump on here, like I said, and give you my thoughts of what I believe in living in Lakewood Ranch and doing a lot of business here. The 5 nicest neighborhoods, if you're coming down and you're like, Ryan, just show me the 5 nicest country club style communities that there is in Lakewood Ranch, those are them. And then the 5 most affordable neighborhoods, like I said, that list can change and evolve. So I hope this helps, creates good insight for you. Would love to be a resource for you. I'd love to meet and talk and help you in your home search. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out. I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.